All right, gonna be doing a couple Chinese games. Gonna go over to multiplayer today. I- I'm trying to understand the civilization a little bit better and improve my online gameplay. Aggressiveness has definitely been one of the downfalls of the gameplay here. Um, Without having a nice feudal army to contest relics and sacred sites and things like that, uh, typically had issues coming back in Age 3 and benefiting from the Song and Yuan dynasty. So, definitely something I'm trying to work on. For those of you tuning in, I'm definitely looking for a little bit of advice, I guess, on the gameplay styles. If you've watched a lot of AOE4 content, um, my elo rank, I'm actually pretty low right now. I'm like 20,000 in the world, like 900 elo. Trying to get that up a little bit. So cool. We found our first match. It's going to be one that has decent choke points. So that will be helpful to us. Um, Chinese should be just fine on this map. Eight seconds to match start. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're going to be playing against the French. French are very aggressive in starting the feudal age. Their royal knight pushes, though, could be countered by some of our units, like we have a pretty strong crossbowman alternative, as well as the range of our artillery makes a good counter for French artillery in Age 4. So definitely can utilize that bonus. All right, so let's get some villagers queued up. Let's on the sheep. You are going to be a control group 1. Grab these 2 sheep, bring them back to town center. Usually there's some over here, though, as well. So let's do a quick pass, and then I'll send those back home. First villager out the gate, I'm going to send to the gold mine. Gonna have them work at a house, and then actually getting the um, mining camp set up. Because we do have the bonus of the official, who might be useful, actually. Let's get a mill with you, and we'll get a village, an imperial official out, as well as some more villagers. But we did actually find one more sheep. Let's send that sheep over here to the mill. And you can, if you don't herd the sheep, they move a lot slower, but that's not the biggest deal. They'll still make it back to base. So one thing I'm looking to confirm with the scout is um, whether or not you have a single choke point. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna push out and see, like down here, whether or not there's a break. Another thing that would be really helpful, it would be quite a bit of investment, but could get a second imperial official out in order to supervise. What's it called? Not supervise, but collect gold. I'm pretty good at collecting, but we're almost to 180, so it might not be necessary. Let's say go there, then make a pattern around. So 3 sheep from the French player. Get one more out. And we have our gold that we need, so we're actually going to send this guy to work on food. And the Imperial official is able to give a 20% bonus because it's supervising. So it's a little bit more food economy that we're going to have because of that. Still have only found one sheep. Let's see if we can get lucky, though, over here. Another thing we're going to want to do is get some more houses down. So once we start the construction of the landmark, we'll work on that. I think we'll put the Barbican like a little further forward. Let's get that one out, and then one more villager on it, and then we'll queue up an extra villager. Okay, so scouts did manage to pick up a few more sheep, and oh yeah, 2 more right there. And then we'll send him all the way around. The forward Barbican may or may not work. We'll see how it ends up doing. If they're able to bypass it, then I won't have much of a defense. There's lots of little choke points in here, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to wall it off effectively. Get another villager out. Once we get to 150, first we need 50 more wood to be able to put down another house. Next thing we're going to want to go for, though, is like a barracks to be able to counter his Royal Knights. Okay, so quite a bit of sheep here. Looks like we got 7 or 8. That's awesome. I'm going to pull this villager to build the house. We're going to need it, though, right now. Bring these guys back. We're in age 2, so that gives us a slight advantage, but he will probably age up in the next, like, 30 seconds. Do have a market here in the back corner, so that's good. And decent food over here. We've got a deer spawn as well as some berries. Might be worth bringing another mill up there, but if we spread out too far, we're going to have some issues because it's really difficult to deal with French early aggression when you've got, you know, your villagers spread out all around the map. Okay, decent amount of villagers on wood. We should have enough now to go ahead and do the barracks. It might be worth getting some walls down. If I could just wall up a few sections, really will limit what the French can do. 40 wood, though, is necessary to just do that little wall section. Start with that. Back here, yeah, just this little point right there would probably be enough. You're going to go back on wood. Find a nice patch of trees. There's a good one there. It's probably going to be our best, though. Get a few more villagers out. We're going to actually need a few more on gold, looks like. That's going to hold us back from aging. But we'll do another wall section across there. And then some villagers. If we had 3 or 4 villagers, not villagers, spearmen, that'd probably be enough to counter. Let's get the upgrade to do the faster felling of trees. Okay, so decent amount of sheep. Let's send the scout back out. Want to see what this side of the map looks like. There might be a chance to grab a few more sheep as well. One of the unique bonuses of the Chinese civilization is this dynasty system. So right now we're in the Tang dynasty. We get more scouting range. If we advance to the Song dynasty, we'll be able to see an increase in villager production speed, which would help us get caught up. We're a little bit behind as it now stands. And in order to do a double TC, I'm going to need to put down a few villagers on stone. I need, I believe it's 400 wood, 300 stone to put down a second TC. But definitely something we're going to want to invest in to help close that gap. What I'll do, I'll transfer a few of these villagers over to the sheep, and then you're going to build me a palisade gate. I want to get some early trading income going. So if I'm able to build a mark in this back corner, that'd be awesome. All right, a little bit more wood eco. Where's our scout? Our scouts didn't find any sheep on this run. We did see that the French are trading. Might be worth investing in a little bit of military to be able to go take that down. Nice game crash. All right, see if we can rejoin by relaunching, but I don't think they have that capability yet, unfortunately, in the game. So that sucks. It's gonna affect my elo ranking just a little bit. Multiplayer. Yeah, I'm not hearing the game. Give me just a second to fix the audio setting. There we go. Audio's back. Search for another game. All right. Nagari. This map is probably okay. I prefer the more defensive maps, but having a little bit more open space is gonna force me to play more aggressively in the feudal age. Might want to bring my Barbican of the Sun back closer to the base itself, or go with the Imperial Academy right off the bat. What the Imperial Academy does is doubles the gold bonus that's generated passively by dropping off resources. So one of the greatest ways to use it is to put your farms or military production directly in the influence range of the Imperial Academy. Every time a unit spawns or every time a villager drops off farm resources, you're going to get a passive gold boost there. So same thing to start off the match. Going to want to get these two sheep, get these guys over here, and then queue up a few villagers. So bring those guys back to base, and then try to find at least 2 more sheep before we head out. So I like to use a hotkey. So H is hotkey for the village. No sheep, looks like that direction. Maybe get lucky over here. 1 idle villager. We're gonna bring you right over to there to build a farm, and then same deal. Put down the mining camp. In this match, maybe we don't go for the Imperial Official immediately. Let's go directly for the age up. As soon as we get the age up, though, we're gonna want to go ahead and do at least one Imperial Official. We're too early to invest into a farm economy, but it's okay. We can invest in that probably late age 2, early age 3. So we do have these water pools in each corner of the map. You can go ahead and invest in a dock, but you only have 2 deep water fish, so it's not going to be a huge boon to the food economy. And we did find a couple sheep here, so that's pretty good. Let's get this one, and then we're going to go back over here. Go back to the town center, kill one more villager. We're actually just missing the gold now to be able to age up, so we get one more villager out because we'll be okay. Looks like we found another sheep. I'm gonna keep going this direction. See if we can steal a few near his base. Now let's start shifting some of these food villagers over to wood. And get our next villager ready to do the barbecue of the sun. So I want to defend our wood line and our gold line. So maybe right in, or right here. We could just wall up this little section. So let's do that. Barbecue of the sun, right there. Let's go ahead and queue up more villagers. No further sheep have been found in this section of the map. Let's go down and over, and we are playing the. This is the Delhi Sultanate. That just gives us a little bit of clue as to how we should counter some of their units. So they have a really strong infantry push starting in age 2. So want to be ready for that with either a archer mass or some other strategy. There must be a way to get back to the base because the scouts will auto path even if they don't have visibility. So with that in mind, we can actually, we can conclude that there is a pathway through this forest. Get one more villager on there. Don't see any sheep. Oh, there's another relic. Couple more villagers out. With you, I think we should invest directly in the archer range. So let's put down a mill. And that should be okay. Now here, we could put like a market in this corner. So we'll put you guys on wood. And one of these idle villagers to get you producing archers. Alright. So next phase of our plan, archer mass, and then something else to counter his cavalry. So a couple spearmen might do it. Then next couple of villagers we produce, let's put them directly onto. Oh, we need some food. We're gonna be behind there. Alright, we have enough for one more villager. Out. And then the next priority for us, maybe a little bit of stone so we can get that second town center that I was talking about for the last game. Age up from Delhi. Alright, we need to pull probably this villager. Let's get another house down. Another villager's gonna be queued up. You are gonna go back out. We need to know what's going on in their base. So let's go see what they're producing. Are they producing archers? Are they producing spearmen? Are they going cavalry? I think it's the Abysses and not the Delhi Sultanate that have the camels, but the camels are really annoying to counter early game. So let's go ahead and invest in probably a couple archers. The take-off one so we can get another villager out. I've been playing a lot of StarCraft lately with Nathan, and there's a lot of interesting mechanics with StarCraft. I guess it is really the same for Age of Empires as well, but the thing is, as soon as you queue that villager, those resources are removed from your queue, from your resource pool. So you have to be aware of that, balancing expansion with your APM. Doesn't look like they're going for any water. Let's do a quick pass through the back of their base here. See if we can find their military production buildings. Now through here, it wouldn't be that expensive to go ahead and do a wall section. If we just wall that back here and over here, it would probably be enough to box us in. 2 archers, though, is not going to do that. I see some learning. A barracks is coming out. I don't see boosted production. And I don't see any units yet. So let's see what's going on here on the stone. They actually had like 700 stone mined. There's a good chance they're pushing for additional barracks. Not barracks, town centers. And like clockwork, game's crashing. Sweet. All right, guys. I'm going to take a little break to see what's going on with the game. If it might be a RAM issue, it could be an issue specifically with Age of Empires. I'm going to do an integrity check before I get back on stream. So thanks for watching, guys, and tune back in a little bit later. We stream different types of games like RTSs. We also play FPS shooter games like Halo Infinite, as well as some storylines like Risk of Rain and some other tycoon games. So whatever you're looking for, leave a comment down below what you want to see, and we'll stream more of that genre. Thanks, guys.